वेल क्लेफ्ट कॉन ये जो हम ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं 2 दिन का सेशन जो है इंडिया में दैट वी आर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग इज फॉर इंडिविजुअल्स अबव द एज ऑफ 16. अब क्या होता है, once you become an adult, then you enter the workforce and then you start working, and that's another new part of your life, another new journey that you go on, right? So we have so many young professionals amongst us, and it's important to understand professional zone mein what are different inhibitions that you have in mind, and what is it regarding acceptance in a workplace or growing in a professional environment? How do all of these things work? What do you need to keep in mind? तो इसके लिए आपको लगता होगा कि it is so challenging and how do you go about it? But believe me, अब तक सब आपसे यही कहते आ रहे हैं कि it's more in the mind, है ना? आप अगर confident हो तो that's half your battle won. But let's hear it from our young professionals who made it for themselves. राइट वो अपनी कहानी अपनी जुबानी आपको बताएंगे. तो क्लेफ्ट इन द वर्क प्लेस बाय आवर क्लेफ्ट वॉरियर्स वी हैव विनीता संघी हु इज एन IT प्रोफेशनल, नूपुर कुमार हु इज अ सुप्रीम कोर्ट एडवोकेट, Kevin Haukip, who's a social sector professional. He's a yoga instructor. And Shravan Kumar, who's a BTech student. Okay, so he's also a yoga instructor and Cleft proud individual. So we'll hear from them, and you will also understand कि what lies ahead of you and how to navigate it. इसको moderate करने के लिए from Smile Train itself, we have Sharmishta and we have Leena. So I would request you to please join us and please give them a round of applause. Over to you, Sharmishta.
Everyone, hope you all are enjoying the sessions. I'm Sharmishta from Smile Train, joining as the moderator of this session, and I have with me Ms. Leela Imam, Senior Director Programs from Smile Train India. हमारा अभी का जो सेशन है वो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है, खास तौर से वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए. ऑफिस, बिजनेस, जिंदगी का जो भी वो अगला दौर होता है जहाँ पे हम इकोनॉमिकली एम्पावर होने की चाह रखते हैं और उस जगह पे आते हैं, वहाँ पे क्लेफ्ट अफेक्टेड इंडिविजुअल की क्या सोच होती है, कैसे वो आगे बढ़ते हैं और खुद की एक पहचान बनाते हैं. क्या उनके लिए मुश्किलें ज्यादा होती है कि कम होती है, क्या होता है, किस तरीके का होता है उनका वो जर्नी? ऐसे ही कुछ सवालों को लेकर हम चर्चा करेंगे हमारे पैनलिस्ट के साथ. हाँ, यहाँ से आगे आई वुड लाइक ऑल आवर पैनलिस्ट टू टॉक अबाउट उनकी अपनी जर्नी के बारे में, उन लोगों के लाइफ में इनके साथ क्या हुआ है इंडिविजुअली और कैसे वो अपनी जिंदगी में चीजों को उन्होंने कोप अप किया है. तो हम स्टार्ट करेंगे नुपुर से. नुपुर, प्लीज अपने लाइफ के जर्नी के बारे में हम सबको थोड़ा बताइए.
मुझे क्लेफ्ट सिंस माय बर्थ क्लेफ्ट लिप एंड पैलेट था, एंड मेरे पेरेंट्स को उस समय इतनी जानकारी उस जमाने में नहीं होती थी, तो इतनी जानकारी नहीं थी. उन्होंने काफी डॉक्टर से कंसल्ट किया इसके बारे में और इन्फॉर्मेशन गैदर करने के लिए, एंड फाइनली जब मैं 6 months की थी मेरी फर्स्ट सर्जरी हुई. तो उनकी इस सूझबूझ की वजह से मुझे काफी अर्ली इंटरवेंशन मिला, एंड इवेंचुअली जब मैं एक एडोलेसेंट हुई अराउंड व्हेन आई वाज 16 years old, मेरी सेकंड राइनोप्लास्टी हुई, द सेकंड सर्जरी. एंड जब हम छोटे होते हैं, जब हम ग्रो व्हेन वी आर किड्स, हम लोग अपने पेरेंट्स की मोस्टली छत्र छाया में रहते हैं, तब इस चीज का इतना पता नहीं लगता. हम अपने स्किल्स डेवलप करने में लगते हैं, हम बाकी चीजों में रखते हैं. आई वाज अ वेरी आउटगोइंग स्टूडेंट, ऑलवेज हर चीज में एक्टिविटी में इंटरफेयर करना, कुछ न कुछ करते रहना. बट जब आप एडोलेसेंट होते हो, आप थोड़ा थोड़ा अवेयर होने लग जाते हो कि आप शायद अलग दिखते हो बाकी अपने साथ के बच्चों से. तो कहीं ना कहीं एक सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस, मे बी टू एन एक्सटेंट कोई एक एम्बैरेसमेंट विद द वे यू लुक, एंड with the way maybe, you know, if you speak differently, that kind of comes in. and वो एक embarrassment और insecurity आपको डायरेक्टली नहीं पता चलता आपको क्लेफ्ट की वजह से ऐसा फील हो रहा है, और जरूरी नहीं है सिर्फ क्लेफ्ट की वजह से हो, लेकिन एक आपको इनसिक्योरिटी डेवलप हो जाती है अपने अंदर. एक आप अपने आप को डाउट करते रहते हैं, कुछ डिसीजंस में अपने आप को डाउट करते हैं. उससे आप अपना फुल पोटेंशियल नहीं, अपने आप को उतनी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं देते कि आप अपना फुल पोटेंशियल एक्सप्लोर करें. एंड ये मैंने being an excellent student, excelling, and somewhere around my 10th, 11th, 12th, कहीं ना कहीं मैं वो उस चीज में दबती चली गई, एंड उस चीज में मैं थोड़ी इनसिक्योर हो गई, थोड़ा सेल्फ डाउट आया, हर चीज हुई. बट इवेंचुअली आई गॉट इन, आई डिड अ प्रोफेशनल कोर्स. तो मैंने अपने साथ ये जरूर देखा है कि एक शायद वो सेल्फ डाउट मुझे शुरुआत में काफी रोकती थी. लेकिन सबसे बड़ी एक बहुत अच्छी चीज मैंने कहीं पढ़ी थी कि आपके कानों के बीच में जो ये आपका माइंड है, आपको इसको सबसे बड़ा इविल नहीं बनने देना चाहिए. एंड यू हैव टू रियलाइज दैट योर क्लेफ्ट इज नॉट योर आइडेंटिटी, एंड देयर इज सो मच मोर टू यू. आप अपने आप को सक्षम बनाइए, आप अपने आप को केपेबल बनाइए, कॉम्पिटेंट बनाइए कि आप प्रोफेशनली साउंड हो सकते हैं. क्योंकि आप पहले दिन भी कहीं वर्क प्लेस में जाते हैं, आप कैसे दिखते हैं, आप कैसे बोलते हैं, वो शायद एक दिन के लिए, एक घंटे के लिए, एक हफ्ते के लिए मैटर करता है. आप इवेंचुअली अपने टाइम के साथ क्या करते हैं और आप अपनी कैपेबिलिटी के साथ क्या करते हैं, वो आपको आगे ही लेके, वही आपको आगे लेके जाएगा.
Myself Shravan Kumar. I am studying ECE Electronics Communication Engineering in Tegala Krishna Reddy Engineering College. Yeah, now I am teaching yoga to 80 students in my hostel. So I will think what I have strong with me, and my advice is for Cleft student. Not I am not thinking I have Cleft, because my mother always encouraged me like that. So what this Cleft problem, when I am small, I think it is very big problem. So because due to some children will laugh when I am small, but later I matured. Later I know what is this is not at all problem. My mother said when I am small I cry a lot, but she encouraged me. It is not a problem. You have good speech. You can do. You can speak very well compared to other students. If you have this problem also. Yeah, and I will speak very fast. My mother said try to speak very slow. You can speak very good pronunciation with very pronunciation. Yeah, now I am thinking it is not a big problem. It is a very small problem. When you are when you are see it is like a big problem. It will be like that. It will be very big for you. If you think it is very small, it's okay. That is my advice. How to overcome this problem?
Okay, yeah, hi everyone. Namaste. मेरा नाम मेरीना तांगी है. I was born with a bilateral cleft lip and palate. और आज माइग्रेन के जरिए मैं अपनी लाइफ की कुछ चीज़ें आपसे शेयर करूँगी with the hope कि somewhere I'm able to inspire you, और आपके मन में क्लेफ्ट को लेके अगर कोई दुविधा है तो मैं उसे रिमूव कर सकूँ. So I was born in 1981, say 40 years back. मेरी around 7 to 9 surgeries हुई है कलकत्ता, दिल्ली एंड बैंगलोर में. मेरा ऑर्थोडोंटल ट्रीटमेंट भी चल रहा था साइमल्टेनियसली, और इसी दौरान मैंने अपनी एजुकेशन ख़त्म की. आई एम एन इंजीनियर और अभी बैंगलोर के MNC में आई एम अ मैनेजर. ठीक है, तो मैं प्रॉबेबली जैसे शर्मिष्ठा ने बोला, अपने वर्किंग करियर में, अपने प्रोफेशन में मेरे कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस मैं आपको बताती हूँ. तो इट्स वेरी नेचुरल कि आपके मन में एप्रीहेंशन आएंगे, लोग मेरी बात समझेंगे कि नहीं, मैं कम्युनिकेट कर पाऊँगी कि नहीं, मेरे मन में भी थी. ठीक है, लेकिन अगर मैं किसी से कम्युनिकेट करती थी शुरू में और मुझे लगा उन्हें नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो मैं धीरे बोलती थी. आई थिंक श्रवण ने भी अभी कहा यू नीड टू स्पीक स्लोली. ठीक है, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि सामने वाले को नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. फिर क्या हुआ, हमारी कई जैसे IT इंडस्ट्री में हमारे कॉल्स होते हैं US लोगों के संग, कस्टमर्स के साथ. ठीक है, तो मैं अपने मैनेजर को बोल देती थी कि मेरी ऐसी प्रॉब्लम है, हो सकता है कॉल में नहीं समझ में आए तो आप रिपीट कर दीजिए. तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से कि आप ये मत सोचिए कि क्लेफ्ट है तो इट्स लाइक अ सेटबैक. आप एक्सेप्ट करिए, आप बता दीजिए अगर ज़रूरत है तो. ये नहीं कि आपको सबको बोलना है या मेल भेजना है कि मुझे क्लेफ्ट है. जस्ट बिकॉज आपको क्लेफ्ट है, ये आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि मैं प्रोफेशनल करियर में आई कैन नॉट बी अ सक्सेसफुल पर्सन. ठीक है, या मैं करियर में ग्रो नहीं कर पाऊंगा या पाऊंगी व्हाटएवर. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि बाहर के जो फॉरेनर्स होते हैं उनका एक्सेंट हमें समझ में नहीं आता है, ठीक है, तो हम बोलते हैं कि आप प्लीज दोबारा बोलिए। तो ऐसा कई बार होता होगा कि आपको भी कोई बोलेगा, जरूरी नहीं वो आपके क्लेफ्ट के बारे में बोल रहा हो, और बोल भी रहा है तो ठीक है, आप दोबारा बात कर लीजिए, ठीक है। मीटिंग में आप अपने व्यूज एक्सप्रेस करिए। मैंने बहुत सालों बाद शुरू किया, पर मैं आपको बोलूँगी कि आप प्लीज शुरू से कोई भी मीटिंग हो रही है, आपके मन में कुछ व्यूज है वो आप बोलिए, ठीक है। एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू विल बी जज्ड बाय योर वर्क। आप क्या काम कर रहे हैं लोग वो देखेंगे, आप कैसे काम कर रहे हैं लोग वो देखेंगे। आप ठीक से बोल रहे हो कि नहीं, आपका या कार है, कुछ फेशियल इशू है, दैट इज ऑल सेकेंडरी, वो बाद में आएगा। आप कैसे काम करते हो, वेदर you are honest person, you are a hardworking person, that matters a lot.
नमस्कार सब लोग, नमस्ते। मेरा नाम केविन हाउकिम है। I'm from a state called Manipur from Northeast India. I would like to share you some of my journey as a cleft warrior, as a child who was affected with cleft lip. It is a day to be rejoiced in the family, with so much anticipation that we have been waiting for a child to be delivered after 9 months. But then in my family, that thing did not happen because everyone was in shock. My mom was really being blamed for having a child who looked so strange because I was born with cleft lip. And people were really were not aware about how a child that such anomalies can occur a child. So she was being pinpointed for being doing something bad in the past, that a karma had existed, or something has happened to her, or she has been cursed. So such kind of traditional norms were really dashed upon her, and then which resulted in me not having any photograph or picture of me changed, and I was isolated from my home. My mother, my family also had really rejected, isolated us. We were completely blaming on my mom. But then we did not give up. My parents tried to give me a better life. So in schooling also, I started facing inferiority complex. I was being bullied. I was being asked, मेरा जूनियर में बोला था, ए भैया आपका नाक थोड़ा elevated है, or they even call me names in Manipuri, which is disproportionate nose. So I was being taunted like that. I was being mocked. So as a child, we always wanted to be accepted with our peers. We always try to fit in so that people won't judge us. So my greatest I should say support would be from my mother. She was always the one who used to encourage me. Or my coping strategy, it was a really personal one, because I took an interest in singing, dancing, theatric arts. So I started joining my church children choir. I used to sing in the choir, and people started appreciating me, not because of how I look and because of my cleft, but then people started appreciating me for my talent. So it boosts my confidence, and then I also build up my self-esteem was higher. So that is how I used to grow up.
Thank you, Vinita, Kevin, Nupur, and Shravan, for a truly inspiring journey, and you are a true inspiration. Let me start with you, Vinita. Today you are a successful IT professional. How did your path of success look like when you started your professional life?
I was very apprehensive, Neela. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन थे, कर पाएंगे कि नहीं, इंजीनियरिंग तो कर ली 4 साल। लेकिन एक चीज़ मैं बोलूँगी, आई थिंक आई वॉज वेरी लकी विद मेरे जो कलीग्स थे वो काफ़ी अच्छे थे। मुझे कभी उन्होंने महसूस नहीं होने दिया कि आई हैव अ प्रॉब्लम या उन्हें कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है। और मैंने सोचा नहीं था कि इतने आगे बढ़ पाएंगे. आई कैन बी अ मैनेजर. मेरी टीम है 20 लोगों की जो मैं मैनेज करती हूँ. एंड एवरीवन हैड बीन वेरी नाइस. तो इट हैड बीन अ लॉन्ग जर्नी. मुझे नहीं लगा था कि हाँ अभी मैनेजर भी बनेंगे. हाँ ठीक है, कर रहे हैं. आई मीन आई वॉज हैप्पी व्हेन आई गॉट माई फर्स्ट सैलरी. आई वॉज रियली वेरी हैप्पी. और तब से अभी तक की जर्नी, if I look back, right, मुझे कोई regret नहीं है in any way. I mean,
Kevin, coming to you, you are working with the USA program and you were Smile Train's first intern. Did you face any challenge when you started working?
Yes, ma'am. When I first started to work, yeah, I was I was unlucky. Unfortunately, belongs to the pandemic batch. So I completed my masters during 2020. So I got placement. But then during the placement also I try not to, because I always have this fear about I mean like dart hua tha, like I mean interview में थोड़ा judge किया था, like will I get the job being a cleft person, or will they judge me, or will they mind if I speak, like because in during the interview also one of the interviewer told me that my voice is a bit nasal, थोड़ा nasal tone, it came out that way. So she was commenting me on that, but that did not pull me down. And I did not succeed in my, I mean, like I got placed, but then my job was revoked due to the pandemic. But that did not stop me. I tried again in the next Plan International India chapter, wanted to bring in their project under Durex called the Birds and Beestock. I applied for the district coordinator. I got in, and then in that interview also I was a bit, but then sir really understand. So cleft is not something that should not pull us down. Instead, it should be the one chase our dream, because that makes us stand out.
Now, before coming to you, you are a very successful lawyer. What were the challenges you may have faced because of the cleft, and how did you overcome them?
Honestly, Leela, initially, most of the challenges that I have faced have been for the other person, not because of the cleft, but in my head, it's been because of the cleft. Like I say again and again, I think the biggest thing that I have learned through this journey of growth, accepting myself the way I am, and understanding that cleft is just one aspect, perhaps not even an important one, because there's so much else that you can bring to the table as a professional. But early on, it's that fear, that embarrassment, that doubt, that kind of stops you, lets you make careless mistakes, reserves you from actually asking things, asking doubts. You get a little self-conscious. So those are the things which really initially did, perhaps for every young person who joins any stream of profession, there is a learning curve there. You do make mistakes, you do learn, but you are a little more harsh on yourself, or at least I was when I started working. But it's genuinely through the wonderful mentors that I've had, observing and analyzing what those people bring to the table, what is the kind of client satisfaction that they provide when they take on a case, and what is it that I can really improve on. And that has been, I think, my growth, because I completely did not think about the cleft at all, and just kept building my self-confidence and just kept building my competence with my work.
No, but perhaps it is cleft is a uniqueness which has got you into the public forum, and you are interacting with people on a day-to-day basis, and you're speaking in publicly because you are fighting the cases for your clients every day.
Absolutely.
Now, coming to you, Shravan, I know all know that you are studying electrical engineering, but you're very, very passionate about yoga. And like you mentioned earlier, you have overcome your speech differences, and you found a coping mechanism in yoga. How does it feel to make a profession out of your passion?
If I get good job also, I will do yoga, and later I will do job also. It's like part time also I can continue with this. Yeah, both I will manage. I can, if I get good job means, yeah.
Individually, अगर मैं सबको पूछूं, what is that one thing which has helped you to overcome every obstacle or those major obstacles in a workplace?
वो एक चीज जो मैंने ये सीखी है कि क्लेफ्ट से बहुत ज्यादा आप हैं, आपके अंदर ऐसा बहुत बहुत काबिलियत है जो क्लेफ्ट आपको डिफाइन नहीं करता. एंड जस्ट बिल्ड योर सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस एंड कीप बिल्डिंग ऑन इट. एंड that's the only thing that sails you through. That's the only thing which will make you excel in life. And उसी से आप आगे बढ़ेंगे.
शर्मिष्ठा, अगर एक्चुअली मैंने कभी इतना सोचा ही नहीं. अगर कभी कुछ भी हुआ, आई जस्ट कंटिन्यू. मैंने ठीक है, मे बी हो सकता है उस दिन वापस घर आके कुछ सोचा, दिमाग में आया, और नेक्स्ट डे वॉज द न्यू डे. और ऑलवेज लर्न. आई मीन पहले जो भी हुआ उससे कुछ लर्निंग ली. जैसे धीरे बोलना है, जैसे श्रवण ने बोला आप शीशे में देख के बोलिए. तो ये 2-3 चीज़ें जो फॉलो की. और yeah, I mean, that is how I continued.
So one thing that I could overcome in my workplace is, as I said, like, or to not give up. Okay, example, like, you have to keep on trying. You have to, you just have to be you first of all. Like, even there is any kind of circumstances or problems, we should not stop there. We should always try to find an alternative or a solution to it, because everything have a solution.
Dr. Dosa Srinivas Reddy always encouraged me in every time. He will encourage me not only this yoga, he will encourage how to overcome this problem. Don't think about that you have cleft, you can do anything like this. He will advise me, and my parents always support me. And my friends also don't, they say it is not a problem for you, no one, you are not looking like that, they will say. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, I never feel like that because my surroundings are all positive only. When I am kid, that time I feel, but when I am grown up, I never faced any difficult problems. Yeah.
Smile Tree's mission is that every child who's born with a cleft lip or palate is a productive member of the society. So coming back to you, Vinita, I want to ask you, what is your advice to young cleft warriors joining the workforce?
Okay. So my advice would be, मतलब मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगी कि अपने मन में कोई भी इनहिबिशन मत रखिए. आप फ्री होके बात करिए लोगों से, मीटिंग्स में अपने व्यूज दीजिए.
Nupur, I just wanted to ask you, if you're given an opportunity to mentor a cleft affected individual and motivate that person to achieve his or her goal in life, what would you do?
You know, I have learned observing. I have had the privilege of working with the brightest and the most senior lawyers in the country. And I have had the privilege of observing these people and learning from them on a day-to-day basis. And I think that is something that I would like to pass on to these young adults and tell them that observe the people, whatever you want to do. Find somebody whom you want to idolize, observe them, see what they have. There are actors who have cleft. There are producers who have cleft. There are people in all sorts of walks of life who have cleft. We 4 of us are from all 4 different, streams of professional working. So just cleft should not hold you back. Accept it. Move forward. आप उसको जितना छोटा बनाएंगे वो उतना छोटा रह जाएगा. आप उसको अपने दिमाग में जितना बड़ा करेंगे वो उतना बड़ा बनेगा और उतना आपको हैम्पर करेगा. I think that is what I will tell people, and I would absolutely love it if I will be able to. It will be an honor, in fact, if I can really, inspire somebody, teach somebody, or just give that little nudge of self-confidence maybe to somebody who really needs it.
Thank you, Vinita, Kevin, Nupur, and Shravan for sharing your beautiful motivational journey with us and being part of the panel discussion on cleft at workplace. Despite many challenges, you all have emerged as winners through your sheer determination and acceptance of your difference you were born with. You all aspire to be successful in your respective fields and today are inspiring millions of children who are ready to start their professional journeys. Thank you all our panelists for giving insight into your journey, and thank you all our people present here to listen to our panelists and getting inspired from their journey. And we have some questions. Vinita, the first question is addressed to you. And IT industry, as we know, is a driving development in our country. And हमारे सब बच्चे IT industry join करना चाहते हैं. So what is your one advice you would like to give to our children who would want to join the IT sector?
Okay, my one advice will be confident. IT industry has a very healthy and open environment. Cleft shouldn't be seen as any kind of barrier when you enter IT industry, or for that matter, any industry. So all I would like to say is, just be confident, keep working hard, and success will be yours. Thanks, Leela.
Thank you, Vinita. The next question is addressed to you, Nupur. Nupur, you're a very confident and well-spoken girl. What would be your advice to our children on public speaking? आप हमारे बच्चे जो बड़े हो रहे हैं, जो काम करना चाहते हैं, स्कूल जाते हैं, उनको आप पब्लिक स्पीकिंग के लिए क्या एडवाइस देना चाहेंगे?
आई थिंक किताबें पढ़िए. आप जितनी किताबें पढ़ सकते हैं, जितनी अपनी वोकैबुलरी को डेवलप कर सकते हैं, आप वो पढ़िए. आप शीशे के सामने, अपने पेरेंट्स के सामने, दोस्तों के सामने कॉन्फिडेंटली बात करिए. जोर जोर से जब कुछ पढ़ते हैं उसको जोर से बोलिए. आप अपने आप को रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं और सुन सकते हैं कि आप कैसे सुनते हैं, आपका कहाँ पे लिस्प आता है, कहाँ पे आप कैसे बोलते हैं. आप अपने आप को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. आई थिंक इन सब चीजों से आप अपने आप को एक बहुत केपेबल पब्लिक स्पीकर बना सकते हैं और लोगों को आप इंस्पायर कर सकते हैं.
Thank you, Nupur. So over to you, Sharmishta.
Thank you. So we have a question from the audience, and I would like to direct this to Shravan. Shravan, audience wants to know that what is that, if there is any yoga exercise, any particular yoga exercise which helps you, which has helped you or helps people with cleft to, exercise their muscles for a better speech. Is there anything?
Yeah. There are 4-5 asanas are there, breathing sessions are there. So Anulom Vilom Pranayama is there, which will clean our nostrils and which will be good for giving good speech. So Anulom Vilom Pranayama mudra is there like this. So we have to close your right nostril first and breathing from left side. So we have to take from left side and hold the breath and close your left nostril. Then after releasing this, whatever we have breathing from left side, we have to release from right side. So repeat this alternate for 4 to 5 times, and day by day improve that counts. So that will improve your nostrils clean. So we can easily pronounce and some asanas are there like Netri Kriya. Some asanas is there. So like this we have to do asana. So this will improve our, which will clean our nostrils. So you can see here. That's it, man. That's it.
Thank
this
you.
will
Thank
improve
you.
our nostrils. Thank you.
Thank you, Shravan. Next question is for Kevin. So Kevin, we have, listened to your wonderful journey, how you cope up with your difficulties and how you have grown and still growing in your professional career. So, but we believe, and audience also believe, that there are situations, where although most people understand you, but there would be some of them, a group of them, or some of them in your professional arena who would treat you differently. Is there anything as such that you have ever, encountered, and how do you deal with such situations? Kevin.
Till now, I didn't receive to that extent. So first of all, I would like to share one of my experience where I was being, I was told to put on mask as always, like while speaking also. But then on that day, I was being told not to like do the advocacy, but someone has to do that. But then I did told them that yeah, you can go ahead, but then if I was given a chance to do it in like a bit differently. So my colleague was doing the advocacy and awareness process, but it was not, the audience were not really intact of it. So then after that, I was given a chance. So when I do it, so on that day, the chief of the village had what wasn't we weren't able to convince him even after many trials. When I was the one advocating it, and then when I was the one doing awareness, then the chief of the village also agreed to get vaccinated. And so that's how much, even though I had cleft, even being I'm being treated differently, we all have the caliber and the potential. And if there is a will, there is a way, then we can really do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin. With this, we come to an end. I mean, we have a shortage of time. Otherwise, we would love to continue this discussion. Thank you so much, all the panelists and Leela as well, for joining the session. We will now request Zisha to take us through the rest.